Y2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight we'll see.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Knicks. They're down in 10th place in the East.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
And that's what makes it fun. You love seeing these two teams go head-to-head. They're going all out.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Heat, Dragic and Wade, the two playmakers in the guard spots. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Towns. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. These teams always seem, Doris, to be in each other's way. And how different is the atmosphere in a rivalry game like this one?
Yeah, Kev, we sense it on the sideline, don't we?
We do, yes.
You know, a little bit of an air of dislike, a growing discontent that you're constantly in each other's way. Rivalries are built when teams consistently meet when there is something on the line. And that is what has happened with these two. And I'll tell you, we get to sit back and enjoy it, Kevin.
When you played, Doris, were those the most fun games for you as a player?
No doubt. No doubt. You wanted to beat that team that was always standing in your way. So then in the summertime, you had a little bragging right.
Wade. The shot misses. Now the Knicks take it the other way. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season. And Redick kicks to Bledsoe. Pass to Robinson. Now here's Leonard. Clock at 4. That's tipped. There's Sabonis. The second effort. And it's Leonard missing. The Heat have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Dragic against Bledsoe. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Siakam far from the most skilled player on the floor, but Dorsey finds minutes through his hustle.
This guy has got one of the highest motors in the league. He can leak out in transition, finish in the open floor. I'll tell you, this is a jolt of caffeine in a power forward's body.
Now here's Dragic. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a filling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right at them and test their defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's an important thing for an offensive-minded team to do. You have got to set the tone with a level of aggression on the offensive end.
Wade kicks to Dragic. A miss that time would have put him up. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the New York Knicks. Right side, Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Siakam passes to Dragic. Over Bledsoe. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Knicks with the lead. 44 seconds left in the first. And And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Goran Dragic.
Boy, his speed with the rock, especially when he puts his head down on the drive, that's remarkable. Bledsoe forcing the defender's hand there.
Well, he was fired by the Grizzlies 19 games into last season, Doris, but Coach David Fisdale with a fresh start now with the Knicks in New York.
Well, you think about in Memphis, he tried to shift from the grit and grind to a more modern NBA style, and I think he encountered some resistance there. With the Knicks, more of a clean slate, a chance to build the culture from the ground up.
And here's Leonard after the three-pointer from Goran Dragic. Bogdanovich against Leonard. From deep. It's not going to go for him. It's a tie game in New York. All-star big man Karl Anthony Towns is hungry.
I want to be the best player who ever played. And
On his coaches, Greg, and teammates love hearing that.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
They're just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
And one thing that's important is they're making good on the chances they're given.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Dragic and Wade, the two playmakers in the guard spots. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Siakam in at the 4. Now, here's Sabonis. After the miss from Goran Dragic, unloads from 13. Bucket is good. Sabonis has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Knicks.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Well, takes contact, keeps his balance. Nice finish by Towns.
Here's the pass to Leonard. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Banked in off the glass. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, you know, a lack of effort defensively, and he gets a very good look from deep.
Bledsoe kicks to Sabonis. Robinson left side. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Bogdanovich, and another basket for Miami.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter, didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them, and now they're showing what they can do offensively.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Bledsoe.
Okay, this guy will put a little fear in your heart because Eric Bledsoe off the bounce, so creative.
Pass to Siakam. Towns against Robinson, 9 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Towns has got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat. Bledsoe outside. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Off target with his 3. The Heat leading by 3. Dragic with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, I'll tell you, still looking for that first 3 of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
Here's Bledsoe. He can't hit that time. Dragic with some nice D. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
Well, this is perhaps the best weapon in Dwayne Wade's very varied arsenal. The feel in the paint, incredible.
Bledsoe right side. Launches a three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Bledsoe's got 7.
Listen, Kev, this guy, one of the more reliable scorers in the league, night in and night out.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, let's start with you. What you think about...
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
The incredible view of One World Trade Center rising high above New York City. Welcome back, everyone. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Sabonis. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for David Fizdale as we begin the second half. Of course, I'm sure you look at these players, evaluate who could make a possible head coach out of the group I'm watching right now. And I'm sure there are a couple players that come to mind for you.
Well, I think when you just talk basketball intellect, one of the first guys that comes to mind is Rajon Rondo. I mean, his insatiable appetite to watch film, to have complete understanding not only of the sets of his own team, but Rajon Rondo, when he's on the defensive end of the floor, as soon as a play is called, he will repeat it and basically tell the teammates, hey, look for this action here. So Rajon Rondo comes to mind. Someone like Andre Iguodala, who also is someone Steve Kerr has referred to as maybe the smartest player he's ever been around. Now, so much more to coaching than just basketball intellect. You've got to be willing to deal with the egos and things, and do these players want to do that? Who knows?
And here's Dragic after J.J. Redick hitting the three. And that one's good. Towns.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight, efficient and effective.
Dragic against Bledsoe. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against the Warriors, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with a victory.
And he's good on the second. Doris, you were the first female commentator to ever call a Knicks game on radio or television, and I imagine you remember that first broadcast very well.
I sure do, Kevin. It was against the Bucks. I filled in for the great Clyde Frazier, and the Knicks had just made it to the finals the year before, so it was exciting on a number of levels. Now
here's Redick after Dwayne Wade's miss. Redick finds Leonard, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Siakam misses.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Pass to Bledsoe. Redick against Wade. Releases. Knocked loose.
Boy, with that much space around him, maybe he's better off attacking the basket than settling for the jumper.
Towns, the pass to Siakam. The shot will not fall. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Bledsoe against Dragic. And the Knicks miss again. The Heat with the lead. Down low. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, when you see a Karl Anthony Towns who's engaged on the offensive end, he believes he can score from any spot on the floor.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
And here's a look at numbers for Leonard. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. Getting around 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
I think defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed, Greg. And that's why he's his team's leading scorer.
Now here's Leonard. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Dragic kicks to Towns. Back to Dragic. Great that time from Leonard.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Bledsoe outside. They get a hand on it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And the Knicks with possession here. It's a one-point game.
Well, this guy's not just a beast on the offensive end. I know Dwayne Wade's a little bit older, but boy, he can shut you down. Really nice job inside that time. The defense unable to react quick enough to stop him. Boy, he is fast.
Here's Towns. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Knicks leading by a point. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust it. Good to correct.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Miami's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. Dragic and Wade, the 2 playmakers in the guard spots. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Siakam in at power forward.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Wade against Redick. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Yep, it counts. Bledsoe's got the game tied up here for New York.
Boy, what creativity with the ball in his hands. Bledsoe will wear you out in the pick and roll.
Dragic kicks to Towns. Wade left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
They've got to be willing to step up. And when it's this close, you just can't let them get easy buckets. Make them feel you a bit.
Bledsoe for 3. Here's Robinson. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Miami's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Wade can't hit.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
Leonard inside. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And that one's good. Leonard.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's Wade. Pass to Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. Bledsoe outside. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Bledsoe's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, you're not going to get under the skin of Bledsoe. He thrives in pressure situations.
Dragic kicks to Towns. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Leonard looking around. Bledsoe against Dragic. No good from Bledsoe.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
Good ball movement here by Miami. And the shot goes in. And now a 4-point Heat lead.
I love to see them pound it inside like that, not settling for the perimeter shot.
Leonard the pass to Sabonis. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Leonard attacking. Siakam pulls it in. The Heat leading by 4. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Off target with his 3. New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. There's Sabonis. Leonard trying to break free. Miami grabs the miss.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Floats one. It's blocked.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
Another shot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Right, that's the game plan. It's got to be executed perfectly. No time to waste.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Fizdale said to the team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
All right, David, thanks.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul or go for the home run.
Well, you've got to be smart regardless of what you choose to do. You shouldn't just heave the 3 if it's not there. Let's see what happens.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, even though he's in the final stages of his career, you know Dwayne Wade is still very competitive. This guy is a surefire Hall of Famer who understands how to win, guys.
And so it's Miami winning this one. A narrow win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.
Flipper.